Anybody on here? Oh, hey, hello. How are you? I decided to come out to nature. I had a rough couple of days, so I decided to come out here and alchemize that energy into something else and ground out because the sister girl needed some nature. Okay, so I'm gonna be doing some nature magic out here. I have a creek and a river here. I got a couple of spells I need to bury. Okay. And then I also want to, because I'm still learning, I also want to just gather, just gather some things and learn about them. I think that's really good. I have some gloves in case there's poison or whatever, but I just want to gather some things that maybe I can bring home with me, or, find out how I could use them in magic when I'm at home or, whatever, do magic out here. I got a fire pit, creek, river, all of that stuff. I also have been going through it, just did a 2-hour workout, came home, did a spell shower. Oh, yes. Yeah. Well, that's what happened to me. I had some drama at my home with some crazy neighbors and I just wasn't having it. I'm like, I have to have my peace. And I kind of get a little, I did a video and told you guys about, how I like to go out to nature. I get a little irritated if I'm not out in nature. I really, really do. I have to ground because, like I said, I can't sit and just do candle magic all day. It doesn't work for me. I have to, experience everything completely. And, so that's really what this is about. I'm currently putting up my tent. It's a 1-person tent. And this place is only like an hour from my house. Unfortunately, living in Los Angeles, I have to drive out to get to nature, but it's worth it. It's worth it. I'm here by myself. It's just me, the birds, the bees, the lizards. There's a lizard over there that's been looking at me. Usually lizards run away, but he's been pretty much like staring me down. Yeah, I'm in Los Angeles. Always wanted to go. It's crowded out here and it gets frustrating. I have to be honest. Being a spiritual person in Los Angeles is rough. It's really rough out here. It's just, I don't know. It's too jam packed. We have a lot of people that come in from, from other states and stuff, which is fine, tourists and stuff, but it's just too jam packed, too many attitudes. It just doesn't give me enough space to do what I need to do with my magical stuff. I'm just like, okay, I'm going to the middle of the woods, nowhere. How about that? Nobody could stop me, So, and this is a perfect day. The sun is out and stuff. So I can actually do sun spells with no tools, moon spells, water spells, nature spells, anything you could think of. I can do that out here. So this is really good for me. I just wanted to say hello and see how you guys are doing on this Sunday. Sun spell. I have certain things that I say to the sun. Hi, how are you? Mighty nice. I do. There are certain things that I say to the sun to bring in prosperity and good luck. And I haven't done it in about a week, but it works. It works. I do Latin magic from time to time, certain things. So I just wanted to say hi. I don't go live much, but as you can see, I've been trying to open up on TikTok a little more. It's only me on the Coven page, but I do have spiritual sisters and stuff that are on here, spiritual people that help me out. I forget her name, but there was a spiritual sister that was, kind of showing me her videos on talking to the trees and, moving nature and stuff like that. So that's something that I can do here because there's plenty of trees. What's the difference between sun spell and moon spells? Hi, how are you, Bella? Nothing really. I guess it depends on what you want to do. I usually do moon spells when the moon is full and I just talk to the moon, whether it's Artemis, Isis, Ishtar, Inanna, I might even put my hands over my chest and say something. There's also, bringing stuff in or removing stuff. I'm kind of teaching this, so I don't want to go too deep into it, but there's a certain thing that I say, to the sun. So I just kind of, go to the sun, close my eyes and, soul, ego, expitere. and I just say what I want. I literally just say what I want. And you know, whatever it is that I want to bring in, usually a couple of days after that, it happens. But I try not to do anything. I try not to say anything that's like, you know, really, really, you know, crazy. I mean, I have tried to win $100,000 through the lotto, but I'll get like, you know, I'll get some funds, or, you know, if it's a certain thing that I want to do, you know, I'll do that or whatever. But yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to say hi. I only know about making sun water. Oh, that's cool. Maybe you could teach me. I mean, I did bring a jar. I do plan on getting some river water and using that at home for magic. Because we don't all do the same things. That's the thing about it. We don't all do the same things. How do you do your, make your sun water? How do you make your sun water? I usually make moon water for the full moon. But my moon water, I actually make it like a, I put fruit in it. I put herbs in it. You know, I do things to kind of, you know, keep my youth, keep my energy, my health. And I drink mine. So, yeah. So, yeah, I just wanted to say hello. Just wanted to say hello. And I guess I'll get to this tent eventually. I just got like a steak there, another steak there. Same as moon water, but drink for health benefits. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, maybe you could teach me how to do that later. I'm glad you did. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah. It's always a good vibe here on TikTok. The reason, you know, I almost pulled off of TikTok. I almost shut the Coven page down last year because of a lot of BS, witch talk community. You know, it's just, I just couldn't take it anymore. I was just like, this is too much. And, you know, then something told me don't do that. And I decided to come back. So the Coven page is still standing, and, you know, I'm glad that there's, you know, good people on here, nice people on here. I'm new to this, but very interested. Okay. Yeah, I almost shut it down. When was that? That was like, it was kind of like towards the end of the year. And I was like, I'm getting ready to just delete this whole thing. You know, I was really upset. But, you know, it's fine. I think there's a negative connotation when it comes to witchcraft and spirituality because of the way that people portray this and the way that they do things. But, you know, I don't judge people. It's just, you know, whatever the energy is that we're all sharing on Witch Talk and stuff like that, it goes from person to person, and it just starts getting real messy. People get called out, and I'm just like, you know what? You guys do what you want to do. I'm not going to judge you. Everybody has a reason for the way that they do their thing. They have a reason for the way that they are. They have a reason. If they do baneful magic, there's a reason for it. Maybe somebody messed with them and they shouldn't have been messing with them. You know what I'm saying? So I understand. Trust me. Okay. So I understand. Hey, Brad Attack. Your posts make me smile. They are different and unique. Oh, thank you so much. Well, you know what? It took me that's why I came out and said, you know, do your own thing. You know, I tried to copycat people, blah, blah, blah. I did that for a reason because I realized how different I am, but I didn't accept it at first. I had low self-esteem about what kind of witch I was, you know, or the fact that I had just started this back in 2019. I really did. It took a lot for me to build myself up. It took a lot of spiritual attacks for me to understand how to protect myself. A lot of things I went through. And now, I mean, I'm fine, you know, so yeah. Oh, friendship. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. But yeah, this is a nice spot. There is a particular, I don't know if it's a bird. It's not an owl. I don't know what it is, but I got to figure out what that is because I know I'm going to hear it tonight. The reason I like this is actually probably one of the best spots I've been to besides up in the mountains, only because the road is right there. So I'm safe. The store is down the street. So I'm safe. The gas station is around the corner, you know, and then, you know, so everything is like right here. I'm going hiking. Oh, you going hiking? Hiking, nature trails. You can even do day stuff. I'll be out here for 2 nights and a day. Photographing nature. Oh, okay. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts. And you guys know me, when I go out to nature, I make it a big deal, you know, with music and stuff. And it's like, you know, or I'll have like, some kind of spiritual thing behind it, you know, don't forget to be yourself, you know. and I have a crazy, the way that I think, my mind, like when I was coming up, and let me just pause. The way that I think, the things that come to mind are very unique about me. I don't know how this happened, but ever since I started this path, I just think so differently. So I remember seeing a meme about that's, kind of going around. I don't see you in the club. And then the other person, the rebuttal is like, I don't see you at your ancestor altar. So I was thinking to do one like, I don't see you in the club. It's like, I don't see you in nature grounding yourself. I thought about that. I'm just goofy like that. I try to, and let me say this for the record. The reason I post hilarious stuff and funny stuff on the Coven page is because I know people are going through it. And by laughing, it actually helps you to alchemize all the crap that you're going through. So oh, hi, hey, sister, how you doing? How you doing? Oh, hey, guided witch. Hey, everybody. I purposely put hilarious and funny stuff on the Coven page to help everybody alchemize BS. As soon as you start laughing, you've already alchemized spiritual attacks. You've already alchemized negative energy. You've already alchemized, maybe you were pissed off earlier that day. And a lot of people, they come for me because I help you guys. They do. They come for me. They don't like this, but I'm going to do it anyway, because this is what I've always wanted to do. And I want to make you smile. I want to make you laugh. And then it helps me too. If I'm having a bad day, I can come back on the Coven page and watch something hilarious like Megan the Doll, the Blood Moon, these certain posts, and it'll just bring me back to, this is why I'm Artemis Lore, so I love laughing and use crazy brand of humor and lift spirits. Yeah, that's why I do that. That's why I do that. Usually on my stories, I'll say, hello, how are you guys doing? How's your day? And, stuff like that. And if I'm in my dark goddess mode, you definitely will know it, because I know you guys have seen the other side of me can come out too. But that's usually more just, I want to say it's more protection. If I have to go dark, it's usually protection. So it's just balancing. I like to balance myself. I think it's very important in your spirituality and your craft. We're almost to Sam's Point Preserve. Oh, okay. So you guys are, hey, whoop, whoop. So how are you guys? How are you guys doing? It's been a little up and down, because remember, we're in the midst of these portals that were open. The new moon, what was it? We had, what do we have? You guys? We had eclipses, retrogrades, all of that stuff. And then the seasons, kind of changing. Yeah, made everybody feel kind of, a certain way. People acting up, people just acting up, I don't know if people just wake up in the morning and say, I'm just going to act up today. Like, what the is wrong with you? That kind of stuff, that's the type of stuff that drives me to nature. I'm like, okay, you tripping. Bye. I'm going to do my nature magic. I've been seeing 303 or 333. I do. I'm an Aquarius. I know, sister. I know how you feel. I've been seeing your posts. I'm like, ooh, she's like, I know. Express how you feel. Don't hold it in. It's a lot of people that, they're upset about a lot of stuff out here right now. I don't show too much of me being upset about things. I keep that. This is just me. I just keep certain things private. That's just how I do my thing, so I can, kind of get through it. There's a lot of things that I could talk about that I choose not to talk about. You know why? Because somehow, I'm not going to say the thing that a lot of people say that makes other people upset when we say, oh, we're all connected, and people are like, no, we're not. Well, in a way we are, because usually if I'm thinking about something that I want to say, but I'm like, oh, I'm not going to post that, I'll scroll through and somebody else will be saying it about the government, about racism, about, different things, being a woman out here in the US and the things that are going on. Yeah, I try not to post those because spiritual sisters all over the board are already speaking on these things. So I'm just in, I'm in. I'm like, okay, don't stop my future from what I need to do, damn it. I mean, I'm here, so I get it. Trust me. I understand the anger. I understand the frustration. I'm a sister out here, and there's a lot of things, things getting put in my way, and I'm trying to break through. I just don't speak on it because I don't like to do political stuff on my page. I just don't. Hey, Gunther, what's going on? I just don't want to, go there because it's only going to make me angrier. And I don't want the Coven page, to just be, Artie's going nuts. Like, I'm tired of these motherfuckers. I don't want to, I'm not trying to be like that. I want to keep you guys in good high spirits and stuff. I'm trying here, so, but yeah, I got one stake in. I only have 4 to do. Fire pit is over there. The creek is over there. I'm not going to move the camera because I'm surprised I have reception, which is really good. That just shows that I'm not as high up. Usually when I go to the mountains, I'm about 7,000 feet. Here, this is like level, so I'm good. Heart, thank you so much. So yeah. And then I got my jar for the river water. So I could do circle casting out here. So what I did was I made a list of certain things that I could do. I also have, I have Ziploc bags of leftover spells that I know I need to bury. And I got a whole lot of them. Okay. And some of them are for clients and, people that, needed my help. Some of them are for myself. Some of my money magic spells that I need to bury, or even maybe, put some petitions into the river. Okay. Certain things that I brought with me because I want to see those, play out, or they need to be grounded, or, even like when I do my simmer pots. Okay. And I strain and, take a, spiritual bath. I have some fruit from that. I can actually offer it back to nature. So there's a lot of things. I'm here for 48, 64 hours. I just wanted to say hi. So yeah, I feel good. And so yeah, that's what's going on. Yeah. I've been talking a lot. I do talk a lot. When I talk a lot. But I'm a quiet person in between the time. That's how I am. If I got something to say, I'm just going to say it. And I don't go live every day. Please do not expect to see me every day. I'm shy. But yeah. So yeah, gathering herbs. So since I have reception, I did have one thought because I don't know all of, like I don't know what that is over there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that is. But since I have reception, I thought this is, me being creative. I could use Google Lens and find out what the different herbs, the trees, the bushes, find out what they are, and then look them up to see how I can use them in magic and see if they're not too poisonous for me to take home. But I'm not going to the thing about this is I'm not going to take anything that's already living. I'm more looking for anything that's on the ground, I just don't want to, I don't know. I feel a certain way. If I feel like I need to snip something and take it, I don't know. I just feel like I don't want to take anything that's already living. So I'm looking for more, things that are already, on the ground and they're not, like that. But, I can still learn whatever way. It doesn't matter. Yeah. So thank you so much. I'll have fun. I know I'm missing some of what you guys are saying because I'm just talking and talking and talking. I'm getting ready to jump off of here. I need to get this tent up, and I actually didn't bring firewood with me. I usually don't have to in nature. I already found one log. I'm going to go look for some logs and build that for later. So I will talk to you guys later, and I'll save this. So if I need to cut it or anything, I'll post it on the Coven page. And I'll see you guys in a couple of days. I'll be back like Wednesday or whatever. Have a good Sunday. Happy Easter, and all of that.